Hi, so is America going back to McCarthyism? Perhaps you don't know what McCarthyism is. So in the 40s, in the 50s, there was a movement against what was perceived to be the danger of communist takeover of America. Of course, like any other political narrative, it was fake. It was based on nothing, zero. All the premises upon that conversation, which that conversation was hinged, were fake. It was just another way for capitalism to sustain its dominance. And in this current phase of capitalism's internal crisis, what we have seen in the West, or particularly in America, is the rise of a progressive form of leftist politics. A politics that puts premium on service provision. A politics that is opposed to genocide. A politics that is opposed to corporate control of the state. So from this broad politics, a movement of progressives is taking roots. Zoran Mamdani was the first major symbolization of this movement. Zoran Mamdani is a democratic socialist. And through Zoran Mamdani's influence, other progressives have now been elected in different states. White power is scared. Now they are calling all these people different names. They are calling them communists. They are calling them terrorists, particularly because, well, some of them happen to be Muslims. But there are also Jews who are candidates who are also saying you need a progressive politics that is opposed to genocide, that is opposed to Zionism. So the movement is getting broader and broader by the day. And white power is scared. Capitalism is scared. Because capitalism in America is propped by militarism in other lands and is also propped by a lot of these lobby groups within America itself. And of course, the right-wing churches. So America's politics is changing and white power is scared. The MAGA crowd no longer knows where to go. Do you stick with a politics that supports genocide and the killing of 10-year-old children? Do you stick with a politics that is only concerned with the military-industrial media complex? Do you stick with a politics that is only concerned with profits to the billionaires? Or do you make a shift to a politics that is concerned with affordable housing? A politics that is concerned with education? A politics that is concerned with affordability across the board? A politics that is concerned with service provision? Do you stick to militarism to support the 850 or so military bases of the United States of America to continue killing children abroad? Or do you come back to your senses and see this new progressive wing of the Democratic Party as the way to go? That is the question that is weighing on the American system today. The system of white power is being fundamentally challenged by Mamdaniism, by democratic socialism, by the fact that for the first time, here is a strong leader who is saying that we must tax the billionaires so that we can provide services to all New Yorkers. So Americans are being asked to see whether this new politics should become national politics, not just the politics of New York or the few other places that have now elected this new crop of progressives. So it's a time for change. Now, this also dovetails into the systematic dismantling of the global capitalist system. You know that that is also going on at the same time. The system is unraveling because America is the key pillar. America's military power is the key pillar today of monopoly capitalism. Monopoly capitalism has created a huge crisis right now. And that crisis is feeding into the rise of this new progressive left. So will you go with a politics that still supports white dominance? Or will you forget about white dominance and embrace all progressive candidates, whether they are Muslims, whichever religion they profess? What will you do as an American? And don't forget that the midterm elections are around the corner. The rest of the world is watching. Will you embrace progressive Mamdanism, or will you continue with the white supremacist path of the crazy MAGA movement?